Hello, friends. This is Professor Googlov. Today, I will tell you about the amazing world of animals. So, grab some popcorn and watch. Tinker. Tinker, Irish cob, gypsy harness, is a breed that was created in Ireland. Not so long ago few people knew about gypsy harness horses, but today this breed is known all over the world, and its popularity is increasing exponentially. The official name of the breed is gypsy harness. Tinker is a popular name for the breed in Holland and Germany. In Ireland, the homeland of gypsy harness horses, the word tinker is considered offensive. It is a disparaging name for gypsies. Therefore, on the territory of Ireland the breed is known as the Irish cob. In English, cob means a low, massive, solidly built horse. Tinkers have very significant differences within the breed, but there are still some common traits that are characteristic of all Irish cobs. First of all, it is a strong physique and relatively small size. The color can be of any color, but the most common is feather. In the USA, tinkers are divided into three groups: mini gypsy, horses whose height does not exceed 1.42 meters, classic gypsy, from 1.42 meters to 1.55 meters, and grand gypsy, representatives of the gypsy harness breed from 1.55 meters and above. Shire. The Shire is an English thoroughbred, descended from fighting knights, descendants of the horses of the Roman conquerors, and is one of the oldest thoroughbred breeds. To date, it is difficult to say exactly when this breed originated, as in the case of many other ancient breeds. Shires are not only the largest, but also the most numerous of the English heavy horses. There are about 3,000 Shires in Great Britain and about 1,000 more outside of it. But a few decades ago the breed was literally on the verge of extinction. In general, the fate of Shires in the 20th century is typical for most heavy-duty breeds. Automobiles and tractors began to squeeze the heavy horses after the First World War, but at first this process was not too fast. The advantages of technology were not so obvious at first. Besides, the economic crisis helped. The machines were simply not available to everyone. However, in the 50s, really hard times began for the Shires. The breed, which once numbered about 1 million representatives, was reduced to a few thousand. Farmers no longer needed horses, and the demand for heavy horses dropped catastrophically. As in many such cases, the breed was saved by enthusiasts who took over the leadership of the Breeders' Society. Shetland Pony. Shetland ponies originated on the remote islands of the Shetland archipelago, where the North Sea borders the Atlantic Ocean. The little horses were known to the Scots as early as the 1st–4th centuries AD. They were called Shelties after their place of origin. Up to our days there is information that these horses were very hardy and their lifespan reaches 30 years, or even more. According to one traveler, in 1700 a farmer and his wife could ride on the back of a pony for 13 kilometers, while this horse could be lifted by a strong man. Only in the 19th century ponies began to be of interest outside the islands. The largest ponies were exported, which objectively led to the decline of the breed. Shetland ponies are strong, resilient, hardy, reliable animals. They are not fast enough, but they can overcome low obstacles with ease. They are prone to obesity if there is a lack of movement and excessive nutrition. They are long-lived horses. For a very long time, these horses were considered the smallest. But then the Falabella breed came along. And the Shetland ponies remained among the smallest. Icelandic horse. Between the 9th and 10th centuries, a new breed of horses appeared in Iceland through the efforts of the Vikings. The low stature of the horses was due to the fact that the Vikings saved space on their ships' drakers and carefully selected low horses. It is interesting that the Scandinavian peoples treated horses with honor and respect. There was even a legend that Icelandic horses came from an 8-legged mythical horse named Sleipnir. This horse, according to Scandinavian mythology, was a helper of the god Odin. In the life of the island of Iceland, these horses played a significant role. In addition to boats, the animals became the main and almost the only way of transportation. In addition, according to Scandinavian traditions, after the death of the owner of a horse, it was burnt together with him on the funeral pyre, so that the horse could escort its ruler to the afterlife. Currently, the horses of this island are in great demand in the United States, North America, and throughout Europe. The Organization for the Restoration of the Breed is now active in 19 countries around the world. Frisian horse. Today, Frisians are considered quite rare, but that doesn't mean that there are few of them left. No, there are breeds with much smaller numbers. It's just that Friesians are thoroughbred and very popular horses. This breed is actively used at shows. Also, because of their amazing beauty and gracefulness, horses are harnessed into carriages during expensive shows and performances. The Friesian breed is the pride of Holland. They are the only purebred horses bred in Holland. The roots of this breed go deep into the past. Even the historians of Rome mentioned the Frisian breed in the 1st century AD. Many images of knights on horses show that Friesians have always been noble horses and were proudly ridden by important persons. Later, during the 100 Years' War, Andalusian and Arabian blood was mixed with Frisian blood. This had a strong influence on the Friesians. Gradually, by the 19th century, Friesian horses became rare. Only the rich could afford one. Clydesdale. The Clydesdale breed of horses is native to Scotland. These animals, belonging to the heavy-drawn variety, are justly called giants. The weight of a horse can reach 1 ton. Therefore, today these horses continue to be used in heavy agricultural work and for cargo transportation. In the 19th century, the Clydesdale breed became popular outside Scotland. The animals were actively exported to European countries. In 1878, a breeding book was established for Clydesdale horses. Other English heavy horses shires also made their contribution to the development of this breed. Their participation in breeding work allowed to make Scottish heavy horses even larger and more powerful. After World War I, the population of Clydesdales declined greatly as these massive and strong animals were used by the military. Rapid technological progress also hindered the recovery of the population. Machines replaced horsepower in agriculture. In the 20th century, the population of these horses declined dramatically and the Clydesdale was placed on the endangered species list. The combined efforts of breeders and the state have made it possible to preserve this species as a historical value of Scotland. Falabella. Representatives of the Falabella breed are recognized as the most miniature horses in the world. These are unique animals, characterized by external beauty and amazing character. Mini horses attract attention not only by their low height, but also by their physique, which is characteristic of riding horses. Despite their small size, representatives of the Falabella breed are not ponies. They are distinguished by proportional length of limbs and body, which is characteristic of riding horses. Due to their unconventional attractiveness, the horses of this breed are bred all over the world. There are many stories that tell about the origin of the Falabella mini horses. According to one version, a herd of ordinary horses got trapped. The cause was a landslide that blocked the passage through a deep canyon. Once trapped, the animals were forced to feed on cacti that did not receive the necessary minerals from the soil. The result was a genetic change that led to the emergence of small horses. One such representative was seen by Mr. Falabella, a farmer and breeder from Argentina. He lifted the animal from the canyon and brought it to his ranch, after which he began breeding a new breed. The mini horses were named in honor of the Argentine Falabella family. Haflinger. Haflingers are an easily recognizable breed of small horses. Their trademark is their golden coloring, white mane and tail. Because of their coloring, Haflingers are called sun horses. Thanks to their stamina, intelligence, docility and mobility, Haflingers have earned their fame as a versatile horse. Haflinger horses were bred in Tyrol, Austria. Some researchers believe that the history of the Haflinger horse breed goes back to the Middle Ages. There are mentions of small light horses that carried loads along narrow mountain paths. However, the official history of the Haflinger horse breed begins in 1876. After World War I and until World War II, the number of Haflinger horses grew rapidly. But during World War II, as the army needed pack horses, massive shorter animals were preferred. After World War II, the breed began to be bred even more actively, restoring the breed's small stature and grace. It was at this time that the Haflinger established itself as an unpretentious, versatile riding horse, small yet sturdy. Haflingers are very popular in more than 30 countries, especially in Switzerland, Austria, Netherlands, France, Serbia, Turkey, USA, Albania, UK, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Poland and Brazil. I really hope you enjoyed this video. That's all for today. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. See you tomorrow.